downstairs this quote from the description on your book. And the first line really, really stood out to me. And it's, "There's a mist surrounding memories of summer at the beach, the action blurred by the static of sand or the waves' unrest." Like, when I read that quote, that makes me think of those moments on the beach where you close your eyes, and this is, I'm not lifeguarding right now, by the way, in my scenario, but you close your eyes and, you know, you hear off in the distance, like, you know, kids playing ball, and you hear the waves, and you hear just the general chatter and the noise from the boardwalk, the lifeguards' whistles, the birds, and it all kind of just like blends into one, and you're just there in that moment on the beach. And that's what I feel like every time anyone steps foot, gets the sand between their toes, like that's the feeling they're chasing.
I understand it completely. And, you know, for me, it started as we were coming down for the weekend. We would come through the 7 Mile Toll, and all of a sudden everything would smell differently. The air felt differently. And, you know, even as you got closer to the beach, the smell of the sand is different seasonally. So at the beginning of the season, I think that the sand smells more delicious.
It's more
fresher.
rich.
Yeah. And, you know, certainly that feeling of the ozone from the water and, you know, the sounds of the birds. And, you know, I always said that, you know, like every 10 minutes, the weather feels different at any beach. I mean, it just, that's the part that I really love about it. It just changes all the time. And when I get to a race, I never know what I'm going to see. I don't look at the tides ahead of time. I like the adrenaline of big waves. And by the way, I don't know whether you guys have seen any of the video from the tournaments that are happening in Australia right now. But if you get a chance, look at Ocean Thunder. So their boats are, they've got 5 people in a boat. They use sweep oars, and they have a sweep person in the back. And the waves happen to be huge right now. So
Wow.
It's pretty interesting.
I'm gonna
Look up.
yeah,
Now,
look that up on the side here.
Mm-hmm.
Ocean Thunder. What are
so
these, surf races?
yeah,
Well, they have everything. It's like our nationals. They have
Okay.
the kids.
Right,
they have,
right.
you know, all
one
the
one thing
events.
about Australia, a lot of people don't realize, and I'm very sure you realize that their best athletes are lifeguards.
Sorry, guys.
Right.
Their best athletes. You're gonna throw that in.
And apparently they're not paid. So this is, I think that it's volunteer.
Some beaches are like Bondi Beach. You know,
Yeah.
they have a group of paid, but the rest are volunteer.
Okay, yeah.
But some of their best athletes or their best athletes are
Right.
lifeguards.
Right. And I might be wrong, but I think that one of their national sports is surfboard racing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they're unbelievable.
yeah.
So let's see what we have here. So for the people on podcast, we have this is the four-man rowing team with a tiller. Look at that, how they're
They
moving.
do this in some pretty crazy surf too, right?
Yeah. I mean, what I've seen on like one of the social medias this morning, the boats, the waves were just huge.
Yeah, they're unbelievable.
Yeah, this is from 20. Oh, this is 22. 20. Yeah. This is a little more gnarly than that first section of the video we were looking at. But yeah, I mean, these guys, these Australian dudes are just born and bred, you know, in big surf. They fear nothing when it comes to the ocean.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing to watch. Yeah.